fingerstyle in my bass lesson. First, I just want to thank everyone for watching the original video, which I uploaded a while ago. I got something like 11,000 views on the video, which is pretty crazy. There's a lot of comments, people asking how to play the song, and I got a few requests for a lesson video, so I'm going to do that now. The song is recorded in a E-flat tuning, so you should down-tune your bass half a step before you play it. The song starts with Slash playing the intro riff. He plays it once before the bass comes in. The bass plays under a 1-4-5 chord progression, which is D, C, G. The song is recorded with a pick and a slight chorus effect, so if you want the closest possible tone that Duff has on the album, play with the pick and use chorus. So it starts with the D major chord shape. Let me just move closer to the camera so I can show you. The D major shape is on the 10th fret, the 10th fret on the E, 12th fret of the A, 12th fret of the D, and 11th fret of the G. So it sounds like this when it's played. The chord progression is D, C, G. So it starts with the D first. So let me just play the intro for you, and then I'll explain it. So you play on the 12th fret of the A string, the 12th fret of the D string, and the 11th fret of the G string. So it'll sound like this. Then after that, there's a few notes on the G string, which starts in the 11th fret of the G, and then the 12th fret of the G, and the 14th fret of the G, and the 16th fret of the G. Then it goes back from there, so it'll sound like this. Then after that, the chord underneath that changes to C. On the 10th fret of the D, you play here, on the 12th fret of the G, then back to the 10th on the D, then the 10th fret on the G, 9th fret, back to 10th, then 12th, then 10th on the A. I like to do a little trill on the 9th, 10th fret of the G to get a cool sound right there, so it could sound like this. You don't have to do that, but I think it's a little nice touch to add to it. The chord underneath changes to a G, so the first note of the G you'll play is on the 10th fret of the A string. So after you do that whole thing with the C, go from the 12th fret of the A to the G note on the A string. Then he does the G5 power chord shape, really. So it'll look like this, from the 10th fret on the A string, to the 12th fret on the D to the G. Then on the D 12th fret, he plays the D on the 12th fret of the D string. Then there's a quick trill from the 11th to 12th fret. It sounds like this. Then it goes back to the 12th fret on the D. Then that quick trill again. So it'll end like that. So when it's quickly played in its normal speed, it should sound like this. After that, it starts with the verse riff, which is the same D, C, G chord progression. So it'll sound like this. It starts on the 5th fret of the A string, which is the D. So then he does a quick fill where you slide to the 9th fret, then you play at the 7th fret on the D, then back to the 9th. It's a cool little sounding fill. I like to do the slides to get that nice sound there, so it should sound like this. Then after that, there's an open A, then it hits the C. C chord, he just hits the C. Then on the D string, you go from the 2nd fret to the 3rd, you do the trill there. Then he does the G. And there's another fill, which starts on the D string, which is just open D, then a 3-4-5 in the D. Then on the A, he does the same thing, open 3-4-5. So that whole line right there should sound like this when it's played. And there's a quick fill right before it goes into the verse, which is on the D. From the D note on the 5th fret of the A string, he hits the 7th fret of the D, so it'll sound like this. Then after that, it goes to the 5th fret of the D. There's a quick trill from the 4th fret to the 5th fret, so it sounds like this. The chorus is a simple chord progression of A, B, C, D. It's A, B, C, D. So after the verse is played, the chorus starts like this. And there's a fill before it goes back to the A, which goes like this. On the 4th fret of the D to the 5th fret, then back to the A. Sometimes he uses a cool little fill, which is down the neck, which goes from the D and starts on the 10th fret of the D. It's the 11th to the 12th, so it'll sound like this. And after that, it'll go back into the verse, which is just repeated of what I showed before. And the solo riff. So then it's you do a quick chromatic line, because the key will change from D to E. So since it ends on the D, I play the E flat, then the E. So it'll be from the chorus to the solo. Then he just keeps going on the D, hits E flat. That starts on the 7th fret of the A string, which is an E note. Then I play a note in between, which is a D on the 5th fret. Then to the C on the 3rd fret. Then to the B. Then A. Then I do a quick little fill on the 5th fret of the D string, which sounds like this. So that whole thing should sound like this. String, so it'll sound like this. Then there's a quick part where it just changes a little bit, where it'll sound like this. Then at the end of the song, it ends on the A. He plays the C, 3rd fret, 5th fret D, and then the bass part just ends right there in the E. So that's pretty much it, really. There's a lot of repetition in the verses, so it'll just go the way I showed in the video. Then the solo 1, and then solo 2 is a different chord progression. So just go over the video a few times, and rewind it, and watch some of the parts. If you have any other questions about the video, just leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you learn the song. So have fun.